First of all, where do you come from?
I'm from Norway.
Norway.
Yes.
And are you a singer?
Yeah, I consider myself a singer, yes.
You often go to parties.
Well, mostly Norwegian parties, but I like once in a while to go to for abroad parties as well.
So there are parties in Norwegian?
Yeah, several. We have The Gathering, which I'm organizing, and we also have Kindergarten and Solskogen, very popular parties in Norway.
So you got a culture there,
yes.
A real society and community about it.
Yeah, about 100, 200 people.
And I heard about it, that you've got a very famous group, one of the best group in from Norwegian.
Which group?
I hear that Anthrax or something like this.
Outrax?
Outrax.
Yes, I'm from Outrax. We haven't produced a demo for about a year now.
I see.
But we hope to release something soon.
But you make a fame with some kind of demos. I hear that.
Yeah, well, at least in the demo scene, most people in Norway at least, know what Outrax is. So
I see.
That's maybe fame in some sense.
I see. And what do you do in this group?
I'm mostly programming, but I can also do simple graphics in 2D and 3D.
And how many are the other guys in the group?
Right now we just expanded like 2 years ago. We are now 3 programmers and 1 musician and a few graphics artists. They are a little in and out, but...
It sounds like a huge project, because 3 person is enough for a demo, and you got much more people. How you work together?
In demos, it's usually the programmers that knits it all together, keeps it going, because it's after all, programming is a major part of it. The programmer needs to be able to get all the content together, get the music in, get it synced up and everything. So for many years we were only me and the musician. So I did all the graphics and coding, and a guy called Ivar did the music. But now we are several programmers and several graphics artists, and we use different musicians for different projects.
For example, what kind of music?
It's always electronic music on our part. We like everything from drum and bass to dubstep to weird electronic stuff. It's hard to categorize.
I see. And can it be that those people who writing music for demos is also writing music for the party people who go to drum and bass and breakbeat parties?
Sometimes you can find some overlap there. We have demo scene musicians who you can also find in the drum and bass scene, completely independent of the demo scene. But mostly demo scene musicians are just demo scene musicians.
I see. So they are separated from the musical screen.
Not completely separated, but yeah, you'll find demo scene musicians doing cool drum and bass tracks that will only release them in the demo scene and nowhere else.
I see.
You'll find those people, but okay. People do different things. People associate themselves with different groups. So you'll find someone doing a bit of each.
Did the visual professionals of these groups and of this scene work for parties, for DJing?
Yeah, you'll find some examples of that, and you'll find examples of completely different things. But I think you'll see that most demo scene graphians do mostly demo scene stuff. Well, okay, some of them work professionally in other things, like games or visual design of some sorts. And there's a lot of different people out there. You can't really say that they do this or they do this, but most of the graphics I work with, or graphics artists, simply do graphics for demos and not much more.
I see. And what do you think? These kind of Hungarian parties or parties for all the other countries, are they different from the Norwegian demo scenes parties? What do you think?
The Norwegian demo scene parties are much like this, very similar to Function actually, but maybe we're a bit more party oriented. Here people showed up around the compos. It's very oriented around the competitions. Well, at least in the later years, the Norwegian parties has been very much around partying, coming early, being there with all your demo scene friends and having a good time.
Do you make international contacts in these demo scenes parties?
Yeah, of course. The demo scene is very international. You usually have to speak English at a demo party, because there's always someone around that doesn't understand Norwegian or Hungarian or Swedish or whatever the native language of the place is.
And where you find friends, for example? You have, for example, Canadian friends or Australian, Japanese?
Yeah, you meet people at demo parties, but there are also websites where you can meet people. Several demo scene websites where people talk to each other, discuss demos, discuss parties, discuss related topics. So you meet people almost anywhere.
So there is no difference between that if you make contact in internet or make contact or relationships personally?
No, for most of the people I know here, I can't really remember if I met them at the internet first or at the party first. It doesn't really matter.
I see.